All right, so it is 9 o'clock. We are going to get started. I am glad to have y'all on the call tonight, as always. And I wanted to start with a video with the voice of Les Brown. I don't know if you follow him, but if you don't, you really should. He is absolutely amazing. He grew up being told that he was mentally retarded, and in that time, that was the appropriate terminology. Sadly, it's still used sometimes now. Just might know that. And he was told that he was never going to amount to anything, and that he was just pretty much going to be like his mom should just plan on taking care of him for the rest of his life, whatever. And so I think when he speaks, it is even more amazing to hear him simply because of his background and being told that he was going to be nothing, and he was put down, you know, many, many times and put in a special ed class that he didn't belong in. It's really, his story is amazing if you ever go look up his story and hear it directly from him. He was at convention last year, and it just, I mean, half the place was like weeping listening to him. He's absolutely incredible. But he's a motivational speaker, and I thought it was an amazing video to start with for y'all to start this call. So I want you to listen. Somebody let me know if you cannot hear this for some reason, because I won't really be able to tell once I make this big and you guys are blocked out.
I think that among the things that prevent us from acting is the fear of failure. And if you've already failed, you don't want to fail again. The pain of that, the disappointment. Many of us don't act because we want other people's approval. We want everybody to like us and to accept us. We're settling for less than what we actually deserve. We don't feel good about it, but we make it work in our minds. We'll come up with some kind of excuse to make it all right. Most people like to feel like they're a king in the area of their comfort zone. They only want to do those things that they know how to do well. So there are many reasons why we don't act. There are other things, though, that affect us. It's that not wanting to take personal responsibility. We want somebody else to do it, and that's not possible. And when you go through life like that, something in you dies. You need to start asking yourself some questions. What do I really, really, truly want? Don't wait around for things to be just right. Don't wait for things to be perfect. Don't wait for the ideal situation. It will never be ideal.
Today, this opportunity you have, it might not be here next year. It might not be here the year after next. It might not be here the year after that. This is the only moment you got.
And what you will find, that when you decide to act, when you decide to take life on, and let me warn you, it can be painful, it will be uncomfortable, and that's where the growth is. Never be satisfied with yourself. Always know that as you invest the effort and time on you, that's the greatest ability that human beings have above animals. See, a dog can't be anything but a dog. Tree can't be anything but a tree. Human being, you've got unlimited potential. You can put effort on you, and by concentrating on you and developing you, you can transform your life wherever you are right now. Many people will leave the universe without a trace. No one will know they were here. What will you leave? What will be different because you came this way? Listen to that still small voice within you. Don't try and make everything logical. There's some things about life that defies logic. See, there's some good out there for you in the universe that has your name on it, and nobody can get your good. It has your name on it. They can't take your stuff. It's your stuff. So when you know that whatever you're seeking, it's also seeking you. You don't worry. You don't run scared. You don't think somebody's going to take it from you. You've got to say yes. Yes to my dreams. Yes to me. Yes, I can make it. Yes, I can. You don't need anybody to approve your dream. It was given to you. If they can't see it, it's because it wasn't given to them. It was given to you. You're going to get thrown to the ground again and again and again. But when you have determination and you know that what you're doing is right, it gives you your life. It gives a special meaning and power to you. I refuse to be denied. And I'm going to go all out. I'm going to be relentless. I don't care how many no's I encounter. Doesn't matter how many failures I've made. Doesn't matter how many mistakes I've endured. Doesn't matter about my defeat. Doesn't matter about what I've done. Yes. Yes. Yes, I can.
All right, seriously, I love him. There's just something amazing every time he speaks. I absolutely love him. So with that, we're going to get started. So we're talking tonight about feeling stuck and needing motivation. And so I hope that to a small extent that started you with a little bit of a, yes, I can, you know, I mean, he just energizes me. I love him. I could listen to him over and over. So I want you to know, starting this, that feeling stuck is really normal. Every single one of us is going to go through that feeling, and it's going to happen more than once. And so first, I just want you to acknowledge that it's okay and that it's really normal and that we should all expect it. Everyone on this call and who will watch this video has either gone through a period of being stuck or is going to go through a period of being stuck. It's just going to happen. And what matters is what you do with that feeling. So you kind of have two options. You can wallow in it and just let it just suck the life out of you and you can feed it, or you can acknowledge it for what it is and you can move forward and do something about it. And so obviously I would say don't wallow in it ever, you know, acknowledge it. It might last a week. It might last 2 weeks. It might last a month. You might just feel like, my gosh, I'm not going anywhere. It's driving me nuts. Acknowledge it and then move through it and go, okay, now what am I going to do to make this different? It's really important that when you feel stuck, you recognize that honestly, it's no one's fault besides look inward. And I'm not saying it's your fault, but what I'm saying is that you can't start blaming your downline, blaming your upline, blaming your friends. It's not going to help to do a blame game with this. There's no one to blame, but what you have to do is look within yourself and say, I have full control over this. I am the one who's stuck. What can I do to get myself out of this? A lot of times people try to say, my team's not doing anything. My upline's not helping me. That's just not productive. So just don't even do it. Don't even let it enter your head. Just say, no, this is me. What can I do to change my situation? So here are some things that I want you to look at as to why you might feel stuck, because it's important that we figure out why we feel that way. For some people, it's going to be that you don't have enough belief in the business yet. It hasn't moved as quickly in the beginning as you expected it to. You expected this to be easier. You really don't know why you're here. You don't have that passion yet. And so if that's you, then you need to acknowledge that and maybe go to your upline and say, you know what, I need some help. I need to build my belief. I'll talk about some things that can help you with that as we move through this, but someone can help you with that. I mean, I can tell you right now, I just did a whole series on belief on my team page. So you can go search the word belief and find all kinds of information and videos on belief in network marketing, belief in our products, and belief in our company. So it's out there and it's readily available for you to go build your belief, because not having belief or having wavering belief later on in your business, if your belief begins to waver, then you go back and you readdress that and you rewatch those videos and you rebuild yourself up about your belief in the company, in network marketing, in the business. You might just be worn out, and that happens, and that's okay. You can acknowledge, like, gosh, I'm really tired. I'm worn out and I just need to take a breath. You know, I need to take a breather. Doesn't mean we stop, but it does mean that it's okay to kind of sit back for a week or whatever and go, man, I'm tired. And then take a breath and keep moving forward. It might be that you've gotten to a place of complacency, that you're kind of waiting on other people to do the work, that you've signed enough people, that you have a few customers and you're happy, and you've kind of let your fire burn out a little bit as you sat back and just kind of enjoyed where you were. And again, it's not a bad thing. You just have to acknowledge where it is, where you are, and maybe why you're there so that you can move out of that. Sometimes it's your mindset. It kind of goes with belief, but it's just that idea that I kind of talked about, that it can't be, well, it's, you know, Jimmy's fault and he's on my team and he's not working the business. Or, you know, Sally, she's my upline and she doesn't answer me quick enough and she doesn't, you know, do whatever. That negative mindset can be a real problem for people. And if you feed on that and allow that negativity, then you will never really enjoy this business and possibly never be successful in it, simply because it's not a business that's going to grow on negativity. It's not. I mean, it's a business that grows on positive relationships and positive experiences. And so when you see yourself getting that negative mindset, which I think we all do, some of us more than others, you know, some people are more naturally positive or naturally negative, but you need to acknowledge that, and then you need to move through that and say, okay, no, this is just me being negative Nelly again. I need to get my good positive mindset on and go watch some positive videos, go listen to some Les Brown because he's amazing, and change my perspective and change my mindset. And then the last one I'd say is a huge reason people feel stuck is comparison. Please put your blinders on and don't compare yourself to others. It's so hard. I know it is. I have tried so hard not to do it for the last 2 years. And sometimes I know, like, I'm totally just comparing myself to someone else who has ranked up faster, has more customers, you know, has more, you know, people really working the business hard on their team, or it just seems like, you know, it just blew up and everything just happened so easy for them. May or may not be true. I have no idea really what their life circumstance is or what their experience before Plexus was. Have they done this before? I know nothing. All I know is the little surface thing that I see, and I try to compare all my below the surface to what I see. They're shiny above the surface, and it doesn't work, y'all. It is a horrible, horrible thing to get yourself into, to compare. Every single person's journey is going to be different. Your journey is amazingly yours, and believe me, when you get to where you want to be and you look back on it, I don't really know because I didn't birth any children, but I think it's like childbirth. It's like really painful. It's like an adoption. It's really painful while you're going through it. And then when you look back, you're like, oh man, that wasn't that bad, you know, because you don't remember like all the pain. All you see is your journey and you're where you want to be. And so in the same way, like, your journey is beautifully yours, and you have to embrace it and you have to enjoy it, because that's how you're going to get to where you want to be. Your journey is not someone else's, and their journey is not yours. And you have to acknowledge that and be okay with that and move forward. So that's really important. So now that we may or may not know why we feel stuck, what are we going to do about it? The first thing is you have to push through it. You cannot give up. Giving up gets you nowhere. I've said it 100 times. I will say it 100 more this year. The only people who don't succeed with Plexus are the ones who quit. Everyone will be successful if you keep pushing through. If you keep doing what your sponsor tells you to do, or if they're not working the business, what your next upline working the business, what I tell you to do, whoever. If you keep doing it, you will be successful. And you need to think, are you okay with being successful 2 to 3 years from now? Is it too long to wait 2 to 3 years to see amazing success? I would say no. I mean, it took me 22 months to get to Emerald. It would have been lovely had I been Diamond in a year. I mean, hello, we all want that. Didn't happen. Totally okay. Not my journey. But if it took me another 2 years to get to Diamond and it was a 4-year journey, would I be upset with that? No, I'm not going to be upset with that, because I'm going to be so happy when I get there that this journey is going to be worth it. You're going to learn things on the journey, and everyone is going to succeed if you keep going. So it's really important to always keep that mindset that, man, I might be struggling right now, but I'm sticking with it because I know success is at the end of this road. All I have to do is keep doing this. And they say sometimes just go through the motions. I like to tell people sometimes on smaller calls, I'm always like, fake it till you make it. When you're talking about leadership or when you're talking about different things, sometimes we don't feel it, but you have to keep pushing and go through the motions, and going through the motions will bring the emotion back for you. So if you're not feeling it, get on a team call with your team, do a video for them. You might have to do it 5 times to make it really seem like you're into it, but do it enough times that then you're like, oh yeah, okay, that was fun. That was good. Okay, let's see the next thing I can do to help somebody. Let's see the next thing I can do to, support my team or grow my customers or whatever. It's really important also to look outside of yourself. This is a huge business for servanthood. Whether you're being a servant to your customers, because we really are helping and supporting them in this to better their health. Whether you're being a servant to the ambassadors on your team or the potentials who might, potentially join your team, whoever it is, it's always great to serve others as a way to stop worrying about yourself. And that's just true in life in general. When you feel like crap, the best thing you can do is get out and serve someone else, and it will lift you up while you're helping someone else. So it's true in this business as well. So now some really functional things that you can do. Number 1, make sure you know your comp plan. Do you all really understand how amazing our compensation is? Do you really understand why everyone is going to make it in this business with this comp plan? That there are no tricks in it. There are no scams. There's no having to shift people around or any of this craziness that apparently happens in other MLMs. There's nothing that's out to get you in this comp plan, and everything for you to gain. And so I want you to take the time, if you haven't in a while, to go back and watch some videos on our compensation plan. Hopefully all of you or many of you have been through at least one of my 30 or 15 days of training, and I do lots of compensation plan videos in there. So go back into that group and go just Google the word, search the word compensation, and you can find lots, or go to YouTube and you can find lots. Understanding our compensation plan is going to remind you why you want to stick with this. Plug into events, whether it is, and team calls too, whether it's these Monday night team calls, because they usually get people motivated and back, feeling a little energized, and seeing other people on the team and usually hearing testimonies and whatever. That's energizing for people. Get on the Facebook parties. They're always exciting and energizing, and people are, it's like cheerleading on there, rah, rah, and all the excitement, whatever. Go to live events, host a sip and see, ask some girlfriends who are doing Plexus with you, or some sidelines or guys to host events with you. Like, link arms and do and be at things in order to support each other and lift each other up. There's nothing better than going or being on a call with others or seeing other people on your team, hearing those testimonies to go, yeah, I forgot, like Plexus is awesome. Go listen to Diamond documentaries. My gosh, they are so motivating. If you don't listen to every single Thursday Diamond documentary that comes out, I highly suggest you start doing that. I can't say I always listen to them on Thursday, but I leave them in my email. I'm one who likes my email really clean and nothing in my inbox, but I will leave that there until I've listened to it because A, it's a reminder because it's sitting out there, but B, they are so motivating. No matter what the person has gone through in life, I think they're always just amazing and such a great way to lift you up and have you see all the different people of all different walks of life who have been successful in this business. Watch training videos. They're always going to help you. You can never go wrong on watching pretty much any training video out there, really. I've never been worse off for watching a training video. Let's put it that way. It's never hurt me. I try to watch at least 1 or 2 a week. So I think it's really important to watch the training videos and continue that training because, again, that motivates you and it might give you that new spark. And sometimes I put into YouTube, I'll put in Plexus and whatever it is I want. So Plexus Motivation, Plexus Vision, Plexus Why, Plexus Stuck. I mean, honestly, you can put any words in there and you can see a video from a leader who has talked about something that you're dealing with or you're questioning or you're concerned about, you know, whatever it is. Okay. And then like 4 real action items, okay? Go out and implement a new idea. If there's something you've never done, go try it. Because there's no better way to jumpstart your business when you feel stuck than to try something completely new. So if you've never hosted your own Facebook party, go do one. If you've never had a sip and see, get it on the calendar. If you have never gone and done a live Zoom event or a one-on-one, you know, with somebody, get on Zoom, just you and them. Every single one of you has a free 45-minute, or maybe it's 40 minutes, but it's enough time, access to Zoom. You can get on here with any person who's a potential and have a conversation with them. If you've never tried that, try it. Mix it up. Change up what you do with your business. That will help jumpstart and remotivate and change your business when you feel stuck. Fill your calendar. When you look at your calendar, do you have a lot of Plexus stuff going on or is it pretty dead? You know, are you meeting with potentials? Are you just going out to lunch with new girlfriends or guy friends? Are you going out and seeking out new people, intentionally getting out into your town and going out to dinner and meeting the waitress, you know, not meeting, but you know what I mean, having a conversation with the waitress, or going out to lunch with a friend who's never heard about Plexus and allowing it to come up in the conversation. Get out, get things on your calendar, get new ways to meet new people, join a new club. You know, if you like sewing, join the sewing club of the town or whatever. If you guys have Meetup like we do here, you can join all kinds of associations and clubs through Meetup. You can fill your calendar with helping your level 1s and your level 2s. Get Zoom calls, get trainings going with them, get coffees going with them. See what you can do, again, to be a servant leader and fill your calendar with ways to serve others. Get out and volunteer. I mean, there's nothing, trust me, you're not going to waste your time going out and serving others and volunteering. So we can implement a new idea rather. We can fill our calendar if it's probably dead, because if we feel stuck, I bet you anything, your calendar is pretty dead. And then go back to the basics. For many of you, you are not new to this business. And so if you are brand new, this one probably doesn't apply quite as much, but you can still always go straight to the basics. That can be done at all times, but you should be doing that already if you're brand new. But if you are not new, go back and start over with what you would have done the first 30 days of your business. So you want really exciting, motivating Facebook posts because by now you've probably kind of made them a little boring and they've kind of gotten, you know, you've wandered off and it's not so exciting. It's like copy, paste, you know. No, pretend like it's your first 30 days again and you're super excited. Fake it till you make it. You're going to do really exciting, energizing posts. I will tell you right now, she'll probably kill me, but follow Tanya. If you don't follow or look at all of Tanya's posts, her posts are always interesting, always exciting, always about her and how she feels. Post like that for 30 days, like you're brand new. Go back out and start reaching out to people on your list of 100. Start a new list of 100. Pretend that you want to go silver again and get that $100 bonus. I was just telling my husband that I'm going to pretend I want to go fast start gold in June. I'm like, I need a kick in the pants. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if I can fast start gold in June. I didn't do it when I joined, but that doesn't mean it can't happen in the next 30 days. Why can't I sign 20 people in 30 days? So you better watch out. There's going to be some new people on our team in June, because I don't know that I can fast start gold in June, but I can sure try. But set a crazy goal for yourself, you know? But go back to those basics. Go silver again. You know, I kind of said, do 3-way calls, do Facebook parties, do Zoom meetings. Start a 7-day challenge. Partner up with a couple of other ladies or guys on our team. Doesn't have to just be your downline. Find 2 or 3 sidelines, work together, and do a 7-day challenge. And do one of your own. You can't always wait on me to do things, because your business will never grow fast enough. I can't possibly keep up with, you know, I think there's like 700 or 800 of you now on our team, which is awesome, but I can't do enough to keep 700 or 800 people active and busy. So do your own 7-day challenge. Partner up with people for accountability. And start a training page for your team, or like 4 or 5 of you get together and train all your brand new ambassadors. You can always just steal the information I do in a team training, but make it yours and make it exciting and make it something that you own and you're doing to help serve your team. Let me see if there was anything else. Personal growth is always huge as well. It goes along with that whole, are you watching any trainings and are you paying attention to any videos and stuff? You have to be growing as a person in order to be successful in this business. You can't stay stagnant in wherever you are as a person, as far as learning how to be a good leader, learning how to be a good friend, learning how to talk to people. I would say you can YouTube, I love YouTube, or you can Google John Maxwell, and he has like seriously probably 150 books. Any of them are a great place to start. He's amazing. How to Win Friends and Influence People is great just for building your own personal ability to talk with people, your own personal ability to make friendships and form relationships. I could just go on and on. Honestly, I've never read a book of his that I didn't like, and I've probably read at least 40 of them. He's amazing in all aspects of personal growth. You could just put in John Maxwell personal growth, John Maxwell leadership, whatever it is. But you growing as a person will kickstart your business as well. So kind of to end the call, and then I'll stop recording and you guys can ask questions or whatever. But to end the call, I want to give you a challenge. Like I said, everyone who feels stuck needs to do something to really kick themselves in the pants. We have, starting June 1st, it will be announced at convention mid-June, but it always kicks back to June 1st. So just so you know, starting June 1st, we are going to be having our Leaders Retreat contest. And so Leaders Retreat is going to be at the end of October. It's like the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right before Halloween. So it's like the 28th through the 30th or something like that. Whatever that Thursday, Friday, Saturday is. So you should put it on your calendar right now. Every single one of you can be there. It's a contest with points for adding new customers, adding new ambassadors, PV, just like the convention contest was. Starts June 1st. Make a goal and share it on the video when I put it on our team page. I want to know what your goal is that you're going to achieve to kickstart your business back in June. And I already told you, it's ridiculous, but I'm telling you that my goal in June is to go fast start gold. So my goal in June is to sign 20 new ambassadors to my team. And I mean me, obviously our team will sign 20. That's not a problem, but I'm talking just me, 20 new ambassadors in June. So I'm going to be working my tail off. But what is your goal? And what are you going to do to get past feeling stuck, moving through it, even though you feel it, just, not allowing it to take over and not allowing it to fester, and to just push through and try something new. Just let me know either what your goal is, or let me know what that new thing is that you're going to try to jumpstart your business. And I promise you, putting it on paper and making yourself accountable and linking arms with a few people and doing it with them is going to be huge, huge for your business. It will really jumpstart things in a big way. So